The new Witcher game, also known as the start of a new Witcher adventure, and as The Witcher 4 by some people, is still years away from release. CD Projekt Red also hasn't revealed much about the game's storyline. Having said that, the community believes the new Witcher game will feature a new protagonist and will be set in a different time period. One potential setting might be a time right after Witchers were created. This would provide the Witcher gamers a glimpse of the continent at its most dangerous era, while also revealing light on the nature of the orders of the Witchers, including its final destruction. Let's talk about the lore behind the Order of Witchers, so we can understand why CD Projekt Red might choose this direction. The Order of Witchers was established in the 10th century by monarchs with the help of powerful mages. Their goal was to build a group of knights that could harness the power of magic to rid the continent of monsters. One of the people involved in this project was a rogue mage named Alzur. However, the experiments were unsuccessful, creating mutated humans who had little love for magic. As a result, many of the royal sponsors abandoned this initiative, but some remained committed. So the Witcher project continued, and these wizards continued to experiment on unfortunate children. In the end, the experiments were somewhat successful, and the wizards produced a batch of tiny children that were extremely agile and illness-resistant. They were the first Witchers to set foot on the continent. The Witchers set out on a path to accept monster contracts in exchange for coin, while the mages remained in their fortress to continue with the mutations. In the winter, the Witchers would return and share a drink with their mutated brethren, sharing stories of their travels. This was the Order of Witchers. Unfortunately, it wouldn't last. Soon, Witchers began to trick their fellow monster slayers out of contracts. Some even threatened to kill other Witchers if they tried to compete for the same monster. This led to brewing unrest among the Witcher community, and it inevitably led to the fall of the Order. Battles broke out among the Witchers, and it ended with different groups going their separate ways to establish their own Witcher schools in the Witcher world. This focal point in the history of the Witcher universe makes for a great starting point in The Witcher 4. This is because it shows players a completely new perspective, at least when compared to the original Witcher trilogy. During Geralt's time, Witchers were considered a rarity, and there were far fewer monsters roaming the continent. In the 10th century, however, the Witcher world was teeming with monsters, with only the Witchers available to fight back against them. It would be interesting to see how Witchers were viewed in an era right after such a cataclysmic event. Perhaps they were considered as heroes, in stark contrast to how they were viewed during Geralt's time. It'll also be interesting to speak to some famous figures that were only ever mentioned in the Witcher trilogy. This includes people like the Witcher Gezras of the School of the Cat, Erland of the School of the Griffin, or perhaps even the great mage Alzur. Moreover, witnessing the inevitable clashes in beliefs would make for some excellent character building. Showing the events leading up to the fall of the Order would also give players a much closer look at what caused its end. It's hard to contain my excitement, knowing that multiple Witcher games are on their way. If you haven't already, check out the other Witcher video we made, detailing which other Witcher games are on the making. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And as always, winds howling. There you go, that's the howling sound. Yep. Editor, that's the howl. Make sure that's in. Yep, thank you. Okay, bye.